Hi, welcome to the second episode of 5 Minutes of Advaita. Today we are going to focus on Neti Neti. Neti Neti actually means neither this nor that. This is an elimination technique introduced by Adi Shankaracharya where he helps us understand who we truly are by the elimination technique using the elimination technique. We would also see in Sadhguru mentioning a lot of times in Isha Kriya. He keeps saying, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. He asks us to meditate, uh, saying that we are not the body, we are not the mind, right? So, what does this really mean? And why are they saying this, right? So, if somebody calls Varun, I just look behind and then see who's calling my name. But am I really, you know, am I really this person, Varun, right? Yes, I am to some extent, but who am I really is the question here. So, to understand this, uh, let's take an example of a clay pot. Okay, a classic example of clay pot that is used in Vedanta, right? Advaita Vedanta. So, Advaita Vedanta talks about a clay pot. So, you have a clay pot which is made of clay, right? But when you see it, you just see a pot. Okay, you don't see the clay in it unless somebody points out, oh, look, you have to look at the clay. The side is clay, the top is clay, the bottom is clay, inside is clay, everything is clay. But just because it takes the form of a pot, you are so lost uh, in the form that you identify that as a pot. But if we take away the clay from it, there is no pot, right? There is no clay pot. So, similarly, you know, outside the human form, right? The human form looks like this, and the humans obviously have a name, right? So, inside, what is human made of, and what is human actually, right? I can give you several examples like the clay pot. If you take a gold ring, a ring is made of gold, but it is also the same example as clay being in the form of a pot. Here, gold is in the form of a ring. That doesn't mean that there is no gold here, right? So similarly, I could be Varun, and you could be someone else, and someone else could be someone else, and then there could be animals, there could be plants, but those are all just names and forms, right? They have different forms and they have different names. So who are we actually, right? Again, this takes us back to the first episode where we are all made of the same five elements. That is one answer. So we are all made of the five elements, yes, but who are we actually? So here, to understand this better, you need to understand a subject object conversation. So if I am holding a book or if I am holding a phone, right? Um, the phone is the object, I am the subject, right? It is my phone, but I am not the phone. Okay. Similarly, this is my body, this is my mind, and the thought that comes here is my thought, but I am not that thought. That thought is temporary. Thought builds into an feeling, feeling builds into an emotion, right? So I am neither the thought nor the feeling nor the emotion and not even my mind. That's what Neti Neti means. And I am not this body any day. This is just a vessel, right? So who is sitting in this is more important than and more likely that I am that person who's sitting in this vessel of this body and mind. rather than this body and mind itself. See you.